Arbitrary, thank you. Obligatory Black Souls mention. I have not seen it. Check out Alice Otherlands. The manga? Is it a manga? She's saying that for an hour? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I hope you had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time. Chika noko 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 koshtantan. Chika noko 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 koshtantan. She did. It was an amazing song. Hell yeah. There are many works, inspiration, and adaptation of Alice as much as respect and due to it being free use. But yeah, Tim Burton's version. I think just what really disgusted me was there's like this knight guy. I don't remember if he's supposed to be like a adaptation of a specific character. But there's like this knight guy who's like obsessed with big heads, and he like curves on Alice when she she grows big in Tim Burton's version. Alice like grows big, and then the knight of the Queen of Hearts is like, big heads. And it's like, that's disgusting. What the fuck is wrong with you, Tim Burton? What the fuck is wrong with you? It's weird. It wasn't the queen who has a big head. The queen has a big head, and the knight guy's like obsessed with that. And then Alice grows big, and he like starts curving on the child. And I guess it's like, oh, but Pippa, she's not actually a child in this version. She's like old enough to be getting married to some other guy. And it's like, but she's like wearing the dress and stuff. I don't know. It's like, it's still an Alice in Wonderland adaptation. Just because you age them up, it doesn't mean like I'm still looking at this character, and I'm using like my Hollywood goggles to view this character. Like I just like my brain auto-corrects. My brain fills in the blanks. They cast like they cast adults to play child characters literally all the time. So I'm like looking at Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland with like the context of like this character's supposed to be Alice, and in my head I'm like, Alice is like a child. Because the entire story is just an exploration of childhood innocence and wonder, and then you're making like this knight's like perv on her. You're saying they're child coded. That's like a really weird way of saying it, but like, yeah, actually, like that's a very cringe way of describing it. But yes, Alice in Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland is child coded. You're definitely being schizo, Pippa. It was just weird to me. It was very cringe. It was very cringe. I think if it wasn't like, I don't know. I feel like part of the problem, this is a lot of words to say Tim Burton fell off the Twitter lingo. Like, I don't care about it in like anime, right? Because it's like first of all, they're fictional characters and they're drawn.
No. Wait.
So there's like several layers of degree of separation, right? So I just do not care in anime. But when it's like real people on the screen, and it's Tim Burton's style to have like creepy, like weirdo things, but it's kind of like lighthearted or played for laughs, right? And it hit me the wrong way. I'm not saying it's like objectively bad how he did it or whatever. I'm just saying for me personally, Tim Burton putting like the knight guy in the movie and making him perv on Alice when she turned into a giantess, it hit me the wrong fucking way. It made me uncomfortable as a child when I watched it. I don't know about now. Now as an adult, maybe if I watched it, I'd be like, whatever. But when I was younger, I was like, this is weird. I don't like this. This makes me uncomfortable. Burton fell off hard as fuck. His films are box office poison at this point. You sound like female Asmongold. Pippa Coombrain. Oh my Coombrain, he literally flirts with a child. I guess she's not a child, but she like is meant to be like a child, so it's weird. I guess if it was like done more tactfully, because I'm not saying either, right, that like a character can't be, like I'm not saying, how dare you put pedophilia in a movie, or hebephilia, whatever the fuck, how dare you put that in a movie, right? Because I don't think like you should be banned from exploring these topics in film, right? Like showing the mind of like a fucking weirdo child predator, right? Ideally, you would portray them in a bad light. I think that's the way you should do it, is you should portray them in a bad light. But I could understand also a neutral light of like, we're not taking sides here. This is purely about like the exploring the objective, like this is how this person is, or this is how like these type of people are. And it's for the audience to be like, yeah, that's bad. Because, like, obviously the audience will be like, that's bad. I mean, some people will be like, oh, well, the film directors didn't paint pedophilia in an obviously bad light, which means that they're endorsing pedophilia. I don't think that's true, right? I think it just makes sense if you're exploring a topic to try and be unbiased about it, right? So you can present it in its most true and honest form. Pippa defending Cuties? No, Cuties is f***ed up. The issue with Cuties is not, like, the fact that there was pedophilia in the movie. The issue with Cuties is that it was food for pedophiles. Pedophiles could watch Cuties and get off on it because there was like graphic imagery in it, right? They used children in a sexual manner. Like that was, yeah, it was an unethical product. I'm going on like this long ass rant. Cuties used real children, that's the difference. I think even if they weren't real children, I think, like, hypothetically, say they found adult actors and were like, okay, let's dress them up as children and let's make them as convincingly childlike as possible, right? I don't think you could still use the defense of, oh, they're 18, so it's fine, right? I think it would still be an unethical product because you're still, like, using it to try and sell a product to pedophiles. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Can you go back in the painting? It'd still be creepy with adult actresses, but not quite as bad. It wouldn't be as bad. It is objectively worse, in my opinion. Like, by my definitions, I think it is worse to use actual children for it. But it was just a stupid idea, and so was Tim Burton's Alice. True. Yeah, nothing's happening in here. When we get back up to 10,000, though, go back in there. Child beauty pageants? I think child beauty pageants are unethical. I'm not, like, going to war over it. I'm not like, how dare you host child beauty pageants? But I do think, personally, they are against my beliefs, my morals. I think child beauty pageants... First of all, I don't think your child is like a doll for you to dress up, right? I think it's fine to dress up your child and to be proud of how cute they are or whatever, right? But I think it is... This is gonna sound like very Twitter, very cringe, but in my opinion, I think beauty pageants... You're like putting your child up on a stage to be objectified and assessed. Like you're assessing their like attractiveness basically through adult judges who are like, yeah, this kid is the most talented and the most cute, the most beautiful. And that's weird. If it was just a talent show, I think it'd be fine. But it's not just a talent show. It's also about like how attractive the kid is, right? And that's f***ing weird. That's f***ing weird. And you can be like, well, Pippa, it's not about how attractive they are, it's about how cute they are. And I disagree. I see why you would think that, but from my perspective, I think they're rating the child based on like conventional attraction. And if they weren't, then why would they be dressing those kids up in like traditionally like modern, conventionally like attractive and like promiscuous clothing, right? But Pippa, it's a child. So what you're doing is you're saying like the child is like the one.
What Pippa,
the child is not like dressing up to be attractive. Clothes are just clothes. But it's like you're emulating, you're invoking imagery that has the pre-existing connotation of beauty. Right? Not cuteness and not like pure beauty, but like a sexual beauty, right? With like the glitter and like the booty shorts and like that, right? You're not being pure about it, right? It's not like, oh, we're going to dress this child up in something that was once viewed as like a symbol of attractiveness, like long dresses with frills on them, right? I don't know. They're computing in the beauty category. Yeah, it's just... It makes me uncomfortable. To me, it feels like you're objectifying your kid and you're sending them onto a stage for strangers to assess the conventional attractiveness, I guess. And then sometimes their talents. And it's weird to me. That's weird to me. If it's just a costume contest, that's fine. If it's just a talent show, that's fine. But come on, like the makeup and the hair, it's Everyone, thank you. South Park made fun of them for a reason. VHS Vulture, thank you. Why does that game have a clicker anyways? Because it's clickled. Listen, Yan, thank you. Cuties was made way worse by being 3D, not animated. It was meant to show the horror of child sexualization in modern society and was poorly executed. Yeah. Yeah. Peter KP, thank you. Let's just end this Alice in Wonderland conversation by remembering the American McGee games and movies. If any of you have not played American McGee's Alice, I'd recommend it. Zentetsu, thank you. There's a theory that Alice in Wonderland is actually about math. Lewis Carroll was a mathematician by profession. Oh? Oh. Is that the actual name of the game? Yep. Yep. The message would have been much better if they didn't use actual children. They didn't have to, like, show what they did. But, I don't know. I don't know.